Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard. Today we'll be talking about. Okay. So today we'll be talking about what might be happening in Train Sim World 6. I don't have any official information on what is to come, but I'm just going to do a bit of speculation and look in the forums. So this is going to be a discussion based stream, but whatever happens after this discussion will be gameplay. And yeah, free starter pack. Train Sim World 6 is arriving this year. More details coming from Dovetail. So we're gonna wait. So exactly a month from now, we'll get details into what will be happening. Free starter pack. We know. Let's see. Keyboard key optimizations. Let's see. You can check out their video. I'm not gonna launch for copyright. But yeah, turn of events. But yeah, a lot of people saw this coming. But as for roots, people are speculating what is to come. Since I am an American-based player, I only am familiar with American-based stuff. I dabble a bit in UK content, but I barely touch the German content, which I should really consider getting into it because I have a lot of DLC collecting dust. So yeah, Guten Tag. We're gonna do some German stuff and see how well that goes. Maybe we can get into a new fan base, but you never know. So, we're just going to take a look in the forums. And you can also ask questions in the comments, as this is speculation. I'm not a developer or anything, but I'm just going to speculate what I know for all the information I gotten so far and my predictions and things that I've seen with my eyes. I have no inside stuff. Hello, Elijah Plays. Welcome aboard. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the forums. Then I'm going to show you pictures. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. But we're not going to talk about the features. I'm not going to predict any features, but because I'm going to leave that to them to decide what's going to be on. Because I feel like we have good features as is, but I know that the game can get better. And yeah, let's see. TSW6 root. The Boston buses are good. Let's see. Let's see. Frankfurt. Map. Train symbol 6. Let's see. Netherlands. Hmm. Uh, Train symbol 6. Route. Hello, Barry Line. Rail fan there, welcome aboard. Predictions. Just going around the forum. Alright, so let's see. Train Sim World 6 predictions / wish list. US content. Let's see. Because I'm more of a US content guy. 2023. Let's go be more up to date. July 10th, 2024. Let's see. We need to go into relevancy. Let's go anything in July 2024. No. Yeah, that's old news. July 24. August 24. Yeah, let's see. Oh, this is from 2024, so we don't care about things in the past. So here's what this user said. Let's see. I'm not really concerned about the UK stuff because I'm not really familiar with the UK stuff. So I'm using my other computer at this time. But we can do 110 in Roblox, then we can do 110 in OMSI. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. So we can do both today. All right, so for UK, let's see, two-tone buzzer for okay. This is British stuff. All right. Okay. Okay. So liveries. 710. This is UK stuff. Not really. Search again. Let's see. Most recent. There we go. Or root predictions. Let's see. Most recent. Core root predictions. There we go. Let's see what some people have to say. Blue sky. Fourth CA. I think I read this. Let's see. All right, so if the route, okay, so more passenger stuff. So someone guessed it will be MBTA content, as they seem very happy with their previous visits. Yeah, I don't mind them seeing any MBTA. Oh, that's fine. All right, I'll do this, and the arms these two scream it more. See, update the AI list. I think the stream will be on their OMSI 2 requests. But we go play a little bit of Roblox, train sim stuff. Chicago. But they said, let's see. Not sure, but I heard maybe something blue. Let's see. Okay. Chicago NEC, South Shore Line, for memory's sake. UK, Germany, LLC. Sherman Hill. Let's see. North, New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey Transit, baby. 200 years of railways, classic, like historical logos. Oh yes, trains are almost 200 years old. Mallard. Okay. UK. We're not gonna be on this all night. If not 106. Yeah, we can do partial 50. Yeah, do that. 200 power. Freight will not sell. Yeah, freight doesn't really do well here. So, some more comment says Metra, something, yeah. New Jersey Transit, MBT from North Station. Yeah, I'll do this. MBT from North Station. That'll be a nice change. C 86, 87, blah 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 blah. All right, let's see. All right, so I have some more speculation. I think probably the next stream, but yeah, we'll go. Yes, California. Yeah, high speed rail. I don't think that's. Yeah, high speed rail. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a while. No, a bunch of British stuff that I do not know about. ATO, blah 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 blah. Bass 37. Okay, let's look for MBTA specific. Or else I'll be here all day. Alright, so MBTA Rail Finances. I want them to add the MBTA. Yes, this is what. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Hopefully, there's some. I think the T was very. It's a good part. They say it's one of the best partners that they work with. So if they can get more stuff. Well, here's something I found that was interesting. Let me go on my channel. I posted a picture to one of my community posts. All right, so 1720. So I want you guys to take a quick look at this picture. There's a rainbow in the back. But however, 1720 has some stuff tied around it. So let's have a little discussion about this, why this is off, or why there's something up with that. The MBTA is not interested in investing in old technology. Like, the CRSC trains have stalled in deliveries, but there seems to be running some sort of test on the 1700 series. But don't you think that's a bit odd, my friends? The 1700 series are the next, second to next in line after the 1500s to retire. But why do you think the T is saving these up? They're running some test stuff. Gee, I don't know. Maybe it could be something for. Think about it. Just think about it for a second. Like, just really think about this. The MBTA is retiring these trains. And 1616, 1617 are kept on property. There. Okay, let's see. Any. Let's see. Oops, wrong website. Any transit. All right, so this page has been updated on 7-Eleven. So here's the dealio. 1600. So all these cars have been retired and scrapped. 1500 has been retired and scrapped. I think this is awaiting disposition. This is awaiting disposition. 4 Pullman cars were saved for some reason. But however, there is no museum. There's no museum that has saved or willing to save any Pullmans. Hello, boss. Welcome aboard. So, about the 225, I'll do. It's an OMSI, but we'll get to that later. But the thing is, the T is up to something, but we don't know what it is. I think NAFIS said that the COO said that they were doing something with the 1600 series, but they can't really go into detail. So that's one hint. Is they. So they put testing equipment on the 1720. I don't know, and the cars have been moved around the yard a few times through the 1600 series and into the shed. And you put possible solo trains. So the 4 1600s, they haven't been in service ever. They've never been in service ever since May. It's been 2 months, and they haven't been scrapped. You would think that without any museum going to preserve them, they would be scrapped instantly. We thought the same about the Hawkers, but 1280 last year, 1280 and 1281 were just the last one to be sent. That was before. That was back in 2023. However, but here's the thing: 4 Pullman cars are kept. 1504 and 1505. So this may be a long shot, but with all the things that I'm seeing so far, I just feel like I'm going to come up with my own MBTA Train Sim World conspiracy theory. It's not really a conspiracy. It's just a theory, far fetched theory. It's more like conspiracy theory style, but that's not the point. So you really need to think hard about this. You really need to think very long and hard about this. So the T hasn't. The T is prioritizing the CRC trains. Yes. So the T is not testing any The T has already implemented a new signaling system. However, the signaling system has been upgraded already. So the tests have already been conducted and the work has already been conducted. All the work is done. The scope of the work is completed. However, if the work is completed, and why is this here? There's this black wire running from the cabin here and running to the wheels. That could be only one thing. They can't. The only reason why they will run these things on the new trains is for testing. However, these trains are going to retire. So, uh, enough of my jibber jabbering. So, we have two things that can either be going on, or one thing. I suspect this that we may be getting, don't quote me on this, is a high possibility with all the evidence that I've found so far that the red line might be coming to Train Sim World. But this is just a rumor. Don't go around telling people, but this is a possibility because if I literally saw this train. This is literally a picture from yesterday. I kid you not. 17 with testing cables or something. Not sure what's coming on. Comment below. This is my picture. But if they were really doing testing on the new trains, then yeah, I wouldn't suspect it. But something old that's going to be retired relatively soon, and we don't know what this is or something like that. There's a special note, but we can't read it. But the evidence just lines itself up. But if it doesn't come into game, then it's fine. It would have been a coincidence. But for the reason why 1616 and 1617 and 31 haven't been gone. All right, Boston Street Railway Association. Boston Street Railway Association. Let's see. This is a virtual event. So, there's no talks of a fan trip. The Boston Street Railway Association hasn't made a fan trip. Hasn't announced a fan trip. So that's out of the question for now. It could be a fan trip, but we never know. But things are starting to come together. So, 4 major pieces of evidence. No fan trips have been announced. 1600s, which are doomed for scrapped, are still connected to power. A random 1700 has testing cables coming out of this window. And there's one more piece of evidence that I could use. MTA Red Line Train Sim World. Okay, where's the... Okay, so that's what we're going to get into Red Line. Red Line. Pullman. I don't know why. Alright, I'm just going to do a scenario because it's not showing up in Google. So, another candidate that could be available. We're going to LFA. Nah, I don't think they're doing shuttle trains. For what reason? Those Pullmans are not going to be saved. Alright, so here's some speculation. Some of it makes more sense to others. So I'm going to launch up Train Sim World. I'm going to play a new scenario. And see what happens. Shuttle Trans Test Train. Nah. These answers are good, but I don't think the Pullmans are going to MFA. The museum hasn't stated that they're accepting them, because where would they go? Museum of Fine Arts? Yeah, it's not known to preserve trains. So we have taken part of it, but not 2 sets. So test train. They already ran with full car train. 1616 was on a 4-car train. But what? The CRC should be prioritized for testing of new technology. Same thing with the 1800 series, but an old 1700 series. Very, very strange. So, that's smoking evidence right here. There's a special note on the door that we can't read. So here's my theory. strange some world might be coming to Boston. Maybe they're collecting sounds from the motors and stuff, from the controls. Because it's coming from the cab, not anywhere else but the cab. Maybe that could be a test train and they just left it at Cabot. But how long has 1721 been out of service for? That's a good question. Pantograph. Let's see. Vehicles. 17, 20, 17, 21. 17 days ago. Last ran to Ashmont on July 9th. You could have done this in order. 17. 17. 20. My train first. Could be an upcoming DLC. So here's what I think. Dovetail Games is doing something for, because Mathis says that the COO says that there's something coming to Boston with these cars, but the railfan community is going to like it. A game. That's clue number 1. Clue number 2. 6. That's the first part. Clue number 2. This is clue number 2. Wires coming out of the car, like willy-nilly, so that could be testing apparatus and physics and stuff. Now, evidence number 3. Let's see. Let's do a scenario. Actually, no. Let's do an HSP46 scenario. So we're going to play this scenario and talk it through. I know what I'm doing. I think they're gonna add. Alright, welcome to the snow-covered Reedville. Snow has been falling, causing delays in Boston. Your job today is to... So we're gonna rescue this stopped train. Hold on, we're gonna actually. That's what we're gonna be on the scope. But yeah, we're gonna replay one of the scenarios, and I'm gonna show you something. We're not gonna do it completely, but so I have a feeling. Awesome. I think they might add all of them and make a CRC a DLC. Alright, I can't zoom in, so. I mean 14. Alright, so I'm gonna show you something. Wait a minute, this is not. This is yard. So, well, look, here's more evidence. I know that they're not going to exactly use these models. They're not using these models at all. But here's the red line trains. Maybe. So, this could be an Easter egg of what's to come next. Because they could have left this yard empty. They could have easily left this yard empty. Theoretically, they could have used, could have put AI orange line trains on the northeast corridor with the HSP46 update. Okay. I know that they give it detail. They just found some models in this box in here. But this could be an Easter egg to something. So this is evidence. So we have point number one. So when they added these in, they made the gesture to the red line. So this could be foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. So evidence number one, evidence number two, and 1600, evidence number three. But the 1700s, 1500s, and 1800s, there's no evidence with the 1800s or something like that. But yeah. So Easter egg. Got Easter egg. Cars not being scrapped. No fan trips. And wires coming out of the trains. Alright, saving the haircut, that's your question. So yeah, this is a lot of information to unpack. And let's see what the community says. MBTA red line. Because I don't mind us getting another. Actually, let's see what it says about MBTA in general. Alright, so blah 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 blah. I don't like. Alright, so general discussion. Thread, thread, thread. Happy layers. Why is this? MBT red line. Let's see. So someone made a suggestion about the MBT red line routes. There have been plenty of trains of worlds. Just red line. So first red line is the longest. Accurate variety. Return of rolling stocks. Assuming we're still in 2019. Two families of trains. It's technically subclass, but lovely body. 1800 series. Expansion potential. A layer clearing CRC trade, so that could be a potential DLC that could be implemented. Map line. Yeah, the map line. It's a maybe, but we don't know yet. They could probably do development stuff at map line for a day. You don't know. We don't know. Alright. So a lot of potential. Escalated to heaven the order. But yeah. A US route subway. That'd be quite interesting to see. Just saying. That'd be a great route. That's a match, so think about it. Let me pull up a map of the MBTA. Oh, our sign's closed, as per usual. Lots of opportunity to stick fake on it, but that's not the point. Respect the decision that they made. So, I'm going to show you. So, just imagine what the team may be what Dovetail may be thinking. The potential of the red line. Green line is too complicated. You got street running. Have to ask a bit much from them. But if they could do it, that's cool. Orange line. You'd have some route hopping. That could be another potential candidate. And then you can have, but you have layers on both sides. Blue line is short. It's not gonna be that much fun because you can already end in half hour. Red line. Oh, that's a lot of potential. You have fleet diversity, lots of playable content. You have 22 miles of track. You have underground station, Davis. You have crossovers here. Then you have all the historical part. You have Harvard University. Ooh, that's a good landmark. MIT. Ooh, landmark. Best view of Charles. Oh, that's a good one. Park Street. Connections to the oldest subway in America. Oh, even better. You got your downtown area. South Station. Ooh, looks like you can do some route hopping here. You can route hop to both the Boston Sprinter and MBTA commuter. That's a good point to do. And plus, actually, we're gonna get back to that in a second. Yeah, South Station Broadway, then Andrew Underground Station, but they're all unique. JFK Mass. Oh look, the commuter rail. Oh look, there's also a commuter rail locomotive. Gee, looks like they can do some layering. So they can, oh, if you buy this or this will appear in the Redline map. Hey, look, this is a lot of potential because you have South Station in the game. You have no other Orange Line depot. I mean, Capit is already made in the game. You just need to redesign it and stuff. It's like the easiest thing that they can do. So JFK Mass. Oh, you can route hop. You can route hop. Actually, no. You can drive the train from here and down here to here. Then Quincy Center over to the Deposit River Bridge. Great views. Then you can split out the Columbia Junction. Oh look, there's a split down the line. We never had a subway with a branch. Oh, interesting. Savin Hill, Fuse Corner, Summit, and Ashmont. That's good. That's good for its own branch. You have Savin Hill. You can do some rail fanning at Savin Hill. And free roam, Fields Corner. You have an elevated station. Summit is on the ground. Ashmont. Map headline. You can just have. I don't know what you can do for that, but whatever they do, if they do it, it'll be good. It'll be appreciated. But if they have a map handler, it'll be cool too. But, I mean, this would be the main attraction. That could be a good add-on. North Quincy, City of Quincy, and based. You center. Look, you can do. Look, you could have a layer. You can have a playable service from South Station to Quincy Center on the Greenbush line. You can play that one. Assuming that this is 2019, then you can have Quincy Adams, Braintree. Look, City of Presidents, more historical stuff. Braintree. They have the Quincy Center crossover. But yeah, that could be a good Boston one for now. Then you have your Kingston. Then you can do playable service from South Station to Braintree. Then the line's gonna split off. And if they want to come back to Boston in the future, then they can do this one. But yeah, in your rolling stock, you have lots of fleet diversity. If they were to do a line in Boston, look at this. So the red line trains we already showed, but I think the details is pretty much the same between. So we're gonna do some free roam. Actually, the Sprinter. Free roam. Let's go free roam at the Southampton Street Yard. For the UK route, all right. Let's. You can't really. Let's see. Spawn. Deep. Let's see. Battery. So this is a cab car, so it's not powered. So I'm gonna show you cabins and the tracks leading away from it. But if you really think about it, look at the detail. But let's take a look at Cabot Yard in Free Roam. So, Dovetail can easily easily do this. Let's look at the track work at Cabot. They could do a bit of better development on the third rail. Look how they already have the yard already. Get their third rail intact. Well, yeah, let's take a look at the MBT track map. Fall River, we don't have that in the game. So let's take the scope. But look at this track diagram. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of these. Just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this might be incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Seems about right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close enough. Let me count in person because that map may be incorrect. Google Maps. I think I'm two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the Google Maps is right, and so this map is wrong. So Trade Sim World is correct. So you have Cabot lined up. You have it as realistics. Game's pretty realistic. Here you have your third rail cutouts in the correct places. The yard is pretty much in great shape. They're doing construction, so. Oh, look. You know what? If I can jump the fence, then maybe I can get in there. Now they're doing yard construction. This is where there were trees. Probably. Yeah, I can do the right in real life. But look at the track configurations. Like it's all lined up properly. You have your distance tracks. You have your track 61 that doesn't really go anywhere, so you don't really need that. But look, tracks are modeled correctly. I think they probably need to do some signal lineups. Well, look at the details of the Cabot yard. You pretty much need the signals. You just need one type of signals and just plot it around. yeah, this. And this is to get to main line. Let's see how far this goes. That's where your Kingston line gameplay starts. Alright, that's the end of the map. The red line just goes on, and JFK. That's JFK, Mass. Newmarket Track 2. Oh yeah, they should have really done the Fairmont line, but that's the story for another day. But yeah. But yeah. Wait a minute. Hmm. Oh, shoot, I have an idea. I have a really good idea. Okay. So we only have one chance. Wait, why am I doing cab signals? I'm going to see if I can sneak onto the Braintree, the red line. Alright. Exactly when we need to be. Alright. So, here's our plan. We're going to do some testing. If the shoe fits. Oh, look. The shoe does fit. When's going? Oh, that's probably not gonna happen for mobile. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to use a new British rail train. And it looks like the rail's not compatible. So for I don't think the third rail stuff works here. Okay, so obviously Now the EMU's work filter. Now the M series work. Let's try 90. I'm not doing that. Yeah, we're gonna do that in the next stream. Let's see. After this curve, then we will end the stream, then we can restart with OMSI. And yeah, since no one really has much discussion, I just discussed my speculations. Hello, Transit. Welcome aboard. 1502. Alright, I think I have my fun. Folks, this is the end of this Train Sim World stream. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and see you shortly in the OMSI 2 game stream.